And I think there is some really big gaps around understanding your numbers and how that works within your business. 73 weeks of reselling online, and each week and each month, because we're going to be chatting about May today, is to its own, and I think that is the big key takeaway that I want to continue to harp on every time I do an episode. So if you are new here, which I've had quite a few new people jump in over the last 28 days, so hi, how you doing? My name's Chris, and I'm basically reselling online to make my primary income. Now I've been doing it for 73 weeks, and I've been documenting everything along the way, whether it's the how I source, whether it's the weekly progress, or even some tips and tricks and guides along the way. So if you want to check them out later, do so. I'll talk about that shortly. But today, really what I'm touching on is the progress for May 2022 and also my week 73 of reselling. We're going to dive into a whole bunch of different numbers today. Do not be overwhelmed by these numbers. These numbers are important because they help tell a story and they help tell you where you're at in your business. And I want to be very frank, very open with these numbers because I think you'll be surprised when we start to get into some of the profit numbers and things like that. And that's the whole reason why I share it, is to help you understand what I'm doing, to keep myself accountable, but also to see if I can help others grow in this area too. And as I said, I'll be 100% frank about it. If you've got any questions along the way, make sure you leave a comment. We're going to kick off with a quick recap of week 73. Top sold items, a flop, and one random item. Let's do it. Top item number one for this week was this Midsummer Murders complete TV series from season 1 to 20. These ones cost me around $55 and I've sold them for $200. They did sit around for probably about 70 days or so, and I've sold them for $200. As I said, profited $98 after fees and postage. So pretty happy with this one. They didn't even make an offer, they just paid full price outright. Top item number two was this Skylander little bundle that I made up of 40 figures and a carry case. This one, it cost me $1, and that's because I got it from a bulk deal, and I'm going to talk about that shortly. But I sold it for $79.98 after fees and postage. They paid $15 postage. I've come out with a profit of $64.98. Now, one thing I want to be very clear on is I do have quite a few people that say, how am I getting these items for so cheap? How on earth did I pay $1 for this item? Well, it's because the way I operate my business is when I make a purchase, I then divide it to make out the average cost per item. Now, as you can see here, the bulk deal breakdown, I got 300 items for $300. My current revenue on this actually is $568, meaning anything I actually sell is profit. It's pure profit, it's pure gravy. And I do that and I track it so then I know when I can start to sell things a lot cheaper or a lot quicker because I don't need to be making heaps of money back on it. Now, for this particular, so as a single item, I paid $1 for it, and I've come out with a profit of $79 for this particular item. Now, in terms of the whole bulk lot, as I just said, I've already made back all my money for it. If this was the first item I was selling, well then I wouldn't be in the profit region, but I'm all pure profit. So there's two perspectives here, and I want to be very open about that. So if you think I'm, skewing my numbers, no, I understand my numbers and I know where I'm at. So this is to help you understand how much I paid for it. I would have probably paid $30 for this if I was purchasing it in an op shop. So that's to give you full transparency. All right, let's dive on to top item number 3, which was this bundle of Franklin Library books. Now, I picked up about, I think it was 15 of these originally, and these 3 have gone for $129. I've paid $7.65 for the 3, got these from Savers, and I've sold them for $129 as mentioned and profited $86.78 after fees and postage. I haven't actually sent it yet. It's all packaged up, ready to go, but yeah, that's where we're looking to land. So not too bad. And then a flop item for this week was this Creepers, the Gravedigger paperback book. Now, I paid $1.26 for this way back, sold it for $6 after fees and postage. They paid postage. I've come out with 66 cents profit. So something I wouldn't probably really sell individually again as a bundle, 100%. In terms of odd items, this is an Astro Boy figure. Now, I've got a bunch of figures for free. There was 2 Astro Boy figures, this one and another one, and they fly out the door. This sold within 2 days for $20, profited $8.97. It's not, big dollars, but it's quick dollars. So be on the lookout. So how has this week actually progressed? And then we're going to dive into May and we'll do a deeper understanding of all that. But this week, 49 sales, a little less than last week. We did 55 last week, but my average sales week is 36. So we are above average. We're actually above average in all counts this week. So average sale price was $29.20, margin 57%. We've also got a cost of goods here of $150 of the item sold, revenue being $1,428, just shy of what we hit last week, and profit we've come out with $827. As you can see, cycle time has been 54 days for this week, and here's all the items that I've been selling. A lot of books, DVDs, video games, toys, and a few other items here and there. And a quick snapshot of where I am now progressing for a weekly basis. Average week of profit is $666. And revenue is sitting around $1,131. As you can see, this is the progress to date. It's been a journey, but I love it every single time. And before we jump into May, I do want to share with you what the weekly flow looked like this week, because it was up and down. We started off with some pretty heavy days. We had a huge heavy day of $501, and then the weekend was just crickets. So it's interesting how it changes so quickly, but that is part of the roller coaster ride. Now, in terms of May, we're going to do a deep dive into the progress for the month of May 2022. If you stick around to the end, I will have some show and tell, but for now, let's jump in. So May, it wasn't too bad, but it definitely wasn't the best. Sales 177, ASP $28, margin 55%, cost of goods $532, revenue we've done just shy of $5,000. Would have liked to hit that $5,000, but we didn't make it. Profit with $2,734. Fees and posts there on the side. Now I want to be very frank on this. This is all based on the items sold. This isn't a business view. This is purely on the items sold in May. So there's going to be another view, which I'm going to touch on very, very soon. But if we look at May, what actually was selling? Well, books were the big kicker. DVDs came in second, and then toys. And this is in terms of profits. In terms of volume, you know, books and DVDs were pretty consistent. Toys was a big one this month as well. Video games, not as much, but it's still interesting how each month is to its own. And really, books are still becoming my number one item to sell. If you have a look at the running view here, you can see what's been happening each month since 2021, since I started. And I've just got this here for transparency. You can dive down, pause, have a look. Same for the running view in terms of a graph to see what that looks like. And the last few months have actually been trending down. Not what I want to see, but I believe there's opportunity here. So if we quickly have a look at snapshot of May, we had 477 items listed, $159 in average daily sales. In terms of revenue, we've done about 5.7 sales per day. 71 days was the average cycle time of an item selling. We had 2 repeat buys, and of all the stock that I purchased in May, which was $2,383 worth, I've sold 76% of it. So not too bad, and we're going to touch on that very, very shortly. You can probably hear some rain in the background. In terms of reflection for this month, success, challenge, opportunity, rosebud, thorn. I think the big success or the big wins was new stock and lots of it, and new perspectives. And this is really getting me ready for, I guess, how I want to change things up into the new financial year, which I'll be talking about closer to the new financial year that ends at the end of June. So really want to make sure that I'm testing out anything this month coming into June, and really just continue to ride that new perspective and see if I can get it ready so I can hit the ground running for the new financial year. And this is my first full financial year doing reselling, so it'll be interesting to see where I land. Obviously, there's lots to learn from my accountant as well. A challenge for this month was process with frictions and more volume. Now, I purchased a lot of stock this month, which we're going to chat on very shortly. That's really good because it means I'm not going to have to outlay as much cost going into the new financial year, but volume is becoming a bit of a problem with managing my stock in terms of, areas of listing, areas of, taking photos, areas of packaging and storage and all that stuff. These are all good problems to have, but it's a new problem that I have to manage and pivot and adjust to. So plenty of opportunities coming into the new financial year with this. And that kind of leads into the third point, opportunity, which is a chance to grow and a chance to change how I operate. So looking forward to doing that. I'm not going to say too much here because I don't want to give it all away because I haven't put it into play yet. All right, this is where we're going to get really, really frank. In terms of numbers, and I did a video on this, you can go check it out in its entirety, but there's 3 views that we can see on eBay. Essentially, there's the 90-day view that you can see on the eBay app, which you can see as of the 5th of June when I did this, we're at $18,228. Now, in terms of running view, which is essentially just what you see from items you have sold on eBay, this is what it landed at. We've done just shy of $5,000 in revenue, and profit was $2,734. But there is a business view, people. This is the most important view. This is the stuff that's happening on a day-to-day basis. Purchases, rent, storage fees, all the things that are encompassed within a business. And when we look at the business view, I only made a profit of $28.94 this month. And the reason why is this. As you can see here, very, very open of how everything has progressed over the last financial year. And in May, I actually had a huge outlay of new purchases, which was a huge cost, right? I've done $2,383 of new stock purchases. You know, these are bulk deals, these are wholesale stuff, different things that I'm testing and trialing for the new financial year. And I wanted to make this expense before I get into the new financial year. It also means I don't have to be sourcing to list. It means I've got all this stock that when I do go out thrifting, I can cherry pick and just enjoy it and have some fun. But this is the reality of it, because profit comes after, you know, fees. It comes after postage paid. It comes out of new stock purchase for the month. It comes out of other expenses such as I said, new stock, which is already as a line item. But the additional other expenses are marketing supplies, mailing and shipping supplies, rent, overhead expenses, things that you're putting onto the business, which are a part of operating your business. So this month, really, I didn't make that much profit. And I'm okay with it, because the way I operate is under the profit first system, which is the next page here. And no matter what comes in, I'm always allocating money back into my pocket. So I'm always paying myself first. So as you saw back here, my profit was only $28. That doesn't mean I only got $28 in my pocket. The thing that I'm focusing on is cash flow, and that ensures that every week when I do get paid from eBay, I am paying myself. Now, for FY 2022, you can see here how I've operated my business. This is slightly different now. I've just left it from what I started at in terms of the splittings of 40% OPEX, that's your operating expenses, 5% profits, 40% to my paycheck, and 15% for tax. I allocate money for tax. And basically, I've paid myself over the entire year, of financial year that is, of $25,146, and there's been some profits in there too. Now, this is not perfectly correct, because this is how much the splitting is when I first started. I've now adjusted this. It's actually probably a little less in terms of what I've paid myself, but as I've gone through this process, I've started to realize maybe I need more money in OPEX, or maybe I didn't have to pay as much tax, and I've been able to adjust that. When we kick off the new financial year, I will share all those details, and at the end of the financial year, I will show you how I've gone anyway in terms of all this, all progress anyway. So if you've got any questions about it, do let me know below, because at the end of next month, we will be talking about that. So quick reminder that, you know, if you are new here, if you haven't seen a lot of my videos, I do videos on how I source, I do my weekly progress and monthly progress, such as these videos, and I also do some tips, tricks, and guides as well. So that's it. That is May, and that is week 73 of Reselling Online. I think May has given me some really, really good things to focus on, and I just want to say, before we jump into show and tell, there is some tough things to swallow, right? And I think this is very, very clear at the end of May, is things don't always go as well as planned, right? And you know, we have high months, we have low months, and I'm happy to share the low and the high. I think the other thing that I've got to take away from this month is that high profit isn't the answer. Cash flow is king, and that's really what I want to be able to do. And that's why I've shared a few different numbers here, you know, the items that I've purchased this month and the items that I've sold this month in terms of total money coming back into my pocket. And I think there is some really big gaps around understanding your numbers and how that works within your business. And I want to try and make this more and more clear as I progress. So if you've got questions, do ask. I'm more than happy to answer. All right, if you're stuck around this long, I'm going to jump into some show and tell, just some items that have been selling this week.
All right, team, it's been a jeepers. It's been a solid weekend. There's about 22 items. Still got some coming through that need to be paid, and also I think there's a couple of DVDs I need to pull out, so I haven't got it all here, but let's take us through. So we've got a whole bunch of media here. These are all ranged between $9 and about $20. We've got this animals that's going out for $12, just a cheapie. This guy, he's gone for a total of 19. There's been a lot of Thomas sales of recent. This guy's gone for 18. These guys have gone for 35. Doctor Who bundle went for 30 or 35. He's gone for 25. That's because of Obi-Wan. Come out. Queen's Gambit, that went for 80. These guys have gone for 19. Stephen King's gone for 40. Flintstones book, I can't remember how much it was, but I told you already just before. In the last week's episode, that one went for, yeah, it was like, I made like $2 on it. I've got a Ralph, and I've got a, yeah, Ralph Lauren polo shirt. We've got D Generation X shirt going out. We've got 2 pairs of jeans going out here. Robin Hobb book. We've got Beast Quest going out, that one for 55. These jeans are between 40 and 70. Yeah, I think I've got a couple more DVDs to pull out, but not too bad, guys. Let's pack it up and rock and roll Monday morning for you. All right, team, it's Tuesday night, just getting a couple of things ready to go out for tomorrow. This isn't everything. There's still a few DVDs and a few people haven't paid for things, so not going to get it out until they've paid. We've got some of the Wheel of Time. I've been selling quite a few of these of recent. It's because it's on Amazon. One DVD, Brief Encounter, going out. That was like $9. It's gone for $25. Nightland, this has gone for $30. This is quite a rare book, actually. Originally had it for $40, but I've been doing a bit of a process of, selling off stuff if I've already made profit from the lot. So that one's going out. This one was a freebie. That's gone for $30. Travis has gone for $30. This guy's gone for a total of $60. That's posted. And this guy's gone for $19, so not too bad. Just some bread and butter stuff, but quite a few other things that I've been selling. Hopefully everyone pays, because probably done about $170 today. So anyway, let's bag it up. All right, team, it is Thursday and a couple of things going out. We've got the Prince Blu-ray, we've got AFL Premiership, we've got Creeper's little book, we've got Archer, and these Transformers actually all going together. So there's a nice little bundle. This guy's gone for $20.25. This guy's gone for, I think, $20.25. That's gone for $20.25 as well. I think this was $15. That was like $10. These two combined is like $35, I think. And that guy was like $7 or $8. That only cost me 30 cents. Yeah, let's pack it up. All right, team, so just Friday and just packing up some mail before I head out. And this isn't everything, actually. I've got a big bundle of Midsummer Murders going out, which I'll have to show you because it's so big I can't put it all here. But essentially, we've got a lot of bread and butter going out. We've got a jacket going out here that's gone for 36, I think it was. We've got this guy, he's gone for 26. This guy, the Alchemist, has gone for 30. Blink-182 has gone for, I think, 14 or 12. That's gone for 19. That's gone for $7 or $8. It's gone for 16. This has gone for 25. But the big kicker, which I'll show you shortly, is the Midsummer Murders, which has gone for $200. So I think it was 200, 225, one of those two. Anyway, I'm going to pack all this up and I'll show you the other stuff too. All right, this is what we have to pack up into a box. All this. It's actually quite a lot. Actually, it might even be that box underneath. So let's do it.
All right, team, really do appreciate you. So if you do have any questions, any comments, any thoughts, whatever, let me know down below. Really do appreciate you being here. I'm going to continue to share my progress. And yeah, I really appreciate you being here. You have a wonderful day. Cheers.